Madam Chair. For the record, Representative Matt Wingard from House District 26. I don't want to talk about the specifics of the bill because I think Representative Bailey has done that. I just want to implore you all to seize any opportunity, even an opportunity that is a bill of modest goals, as this one is, to correct a very serious public policy mistake that we have made in this country by diverting our agricultural production, which essentially is food for the world and the citizens of this country, at an ever-increasing rate into our transportation sector. It is hard for us, living as we do and having the lifestyle we do, to understand fully or to comprehend the impact that that is having out in the world where people live on the margin, and even modest increases in food prices can actually result in people starving to death. We enjoy in this country a great deal of progress over many, many decades that has produced a situation where the share of our incomes that goes to pay for food is actually quite small compared to the situation that other people on the planet find themselves in, where the share of their income that goes to pay for their food is significant. These movements in price are noticed by them much more keenly than perhaps we do in this country. And we have gone down the path with ethanol and diverted a large segment of our corn production into the transportation sector. And I'm not sure that we will ever fully comprehend the impact that that had in the world on other folks. So I'm imploring you to seriously consider this very modest proposal to begin to embrace the idea of alternative fuels, but are alternative fuels that do not come directly from our agricultural sector. And it's not just land that is used to grow food, and that food, like corn, is directed into ethanol production. It's also land that is being used to grow things that are not edible but end up in our fuel production, but that land would otherwise have grown something that most likely would have been edible food, either consumed here in this country or shipped somewhere else in the world. I handed out a packet of some of the more recent articles on this issue with some very compelling quotes. I don't want to take too much time or overstate it, but and again, this bill is modest, but when Representative Bailey told me he had an idea for moving forward on the idea of alternative fuels, but doing it in a way that would bypass our agricultural and food production sector, I was, as he knows, very enthusiastic about supporting him on that. I have been talking about this since I entered the legislature 2 years ago, and I'm happy to answer your questions.
Representative Gilster has a question.